Hello and welcome everyone. It is time to enter the Kumite. Remember, this is not a sport. You don't play fight. What's up, fight fans? Today we're joined by Landon Kelley, who just came off of a razor-thin decision loss to Arron Peterson at XKO 55 on February 18th. Landon, thanks for coming in again, man. How are you feeling right now after that fight?
Man, I feel good. Got to blow back up to like 150 pounds, got to eat and stuff. So that's good.
You gained 15 pounds like right after?
Yeah. I was during the fight, I was about 140 probably.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little more than that, maybe.
So what's that one thing that you have to have after a long training camp and a fight, whether it's food or drink or just anything that you want to have you can't have during a fucking training camp? What's that thing?
Donut holes.
Donut holes.
Yeah, glazed donut holes, man. Like I can't, like, right after like it's all over, that's just all I want. I want like, from like the donut shops, not like a Krispy Kreme or something, like a real donut, like Best Donut or something, Just
Yeah.
like that.
Not like a gas station donut hole. We're talking about
the
local hole in the wall donut hole.
Yeah.
Nice.
Little donut lady.
Yeah, you had a specific one. Some of the people that I talked to, they had bucket lists and shit. During training camp, I wanted this. I wanted this.
Too. Yeah. I like Little Debbie's a lot. I'm a junk food junkie, dude. It's
okay.
Bad.
So you're going for the sweets and shit.
Yeah, well, I like cheeseburgers too. Cheeseburgers is after the fight. Like that's the first thing I want is a cheeseburger. Yeah.
Cheeseburger and some donut holes. Maybe a Dr. Pepper to follow along.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. So you were up against one of the strongest prospects coming out of XKO in the amateur series, and you held your own, showing that without a doubt you belong in there. Even though you might not have gotten the win, what did you take away from the fight?
I learned that I'm really comfortable in there. Like I don't care about like the lights or like all the people watching like that just doesn't bother me. But I just took that I need to work better on my wrestling, obviously, but just gotta work harder because But,
so once again, we saw someone trying to keep you down while you threaten the submission. You almost got the finish with two different chokes. In the first round, you almost finished him with some kind of modified arm triangle or maybe a rear naked choke from the side, where you trapped his arm with your legs. Do you know the technical name of that choke or the position, and how close did you feel like he was to going out?
I didn't think he was even. He told me after, he was like, that the choke you had in the first round almost went out. I was just kind of it was actually, I was going for an Imanari choke. I don't know if you know it, because I had gotten an omoplata and
use that shoulder lock.
He turned the wrong way, so I was just gonna go for the neck, but he just like rolled back. It was just the weirdest position. So I had his arm trapped, and what I was gonna do is just try to get on top and go for the arm triangle, but he just got out somehow.
He got his arm loose from your legs, and then he kind of rolled out of it. But he thought about giving up for a second, like, because I was in the corner, I was right behind his brother, and I could see his eyes kind of rolling back, and then he kind of like opened them, and he looked at me and he looked at his brother, and then he kind of like
I had
pulled that arm out.
I was
rolled out.
Like I wasn't trying to squeeze that tight because I didn't think I had it, and I didn't want to burn my arms out. But if I had known like how tight it was, I probably just would have tried squeezing as hard as I could,
Going for the kill. Yeah, no, that was that just goes to show like how well versed you are in the various positions of BJJ on the ground.
Yeah, I should have just caught up. I wasn't listening to my corner. My corner was giving me like great advice. Everything they told me was correct, but I just didn't listen. I just didn't listen.
As learning lesson there. So the second submission you almost got was the Darce. I mean, you rolled him over and everything, making your way to top half guard. Do you think he was saved by the bell with that choke? Because it kind of looked like it.
Yeah, I don't know. Man, I feel like if I had, I can't say it because it didn't happen. But like if I had maybe had 30 more seconds, I could have readjusted position or even got a ground and pound because I mounted the last second. But it is what it is. That didn't happen,
that looked dangerous. Yeah, I thought you might finish the fight like right before it was over. Man, it was close.
I just spent so much time on the cage in the third round. I still like if that had happened earlier, I think I could have even won that round. But I just I'm learning though. I'm learning.
Yeah, I personally scored you to win the first and the third round due to the submission threats. I mean, he did a great job, and he also had a very tough training camp. He had some injuries and that, compromised his weight cut going into it. But I did have you win in the first and the third round with those submission threats. I just kind of scored it in priority over the top control. But at the end of the day, it comes down to who's viewing it and kind of what they view to be more, important. But how confident were you going into to Antonio reading the scorecards? How confident were you that you possibly did enough to get the win?
Oh no, I thought I lost. Like I thought, I knew, but that's what. But why didn't they read the scorecards though? I don't think they read them, did they?
Did they not read them?
I don't think so.
Oh, maybe it's an amateur thing. I'm not sure.
No, they read my last scorecards.
Okay, against Tony Tran. Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's just I wanted to know what like the judges thought.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that now if they didn't read those scorecards because that's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's weird. It's just weird.
But yeah, that could have gone either way. But this was still an amateur fight, so nothing really counts against you. It serves more to give you experience than anything. How many amateur fights are you thinking about taking before you transition into pro?
However many. I want to be around like 21, 22 when I go pro. So I'm not gonna go pro for another 3 to 4 years probably.
Wait, how old are you?
18.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
You're a young.
Yeah. So I just maybe 10, maybe somewhere around there, maybe.
Oh wow. So
I don't know.
Have a pretty extensive amateur career. At least that's the game plan.
Yeah.
I mean, get a lot of experience. Nothing really counts against you, and you got plenty of time to work with. So
before, man, I think Arron, he said he's gonna go pro after this, but I would eventually one day down the line, I would want that one back, but I can't. I don't think I'm gonna be a pro as a 25er because I keep getting bigger anyway.
Yeah, you're still growing into yourself. You got technically like 7 years to keep like growing and filling out and everything, and you're already 6'1". Am I correct? Is it 6'1"?
Yeah.
Oh my, yeah. I remember walking up to you at the venue, and I was like, "Holy shit, you are taller than me." Cutting down to the fight was for 135 this time around, right?
No, 120.
It was 125. Holy cow!
Yeah,
taller than me.
That weight cut sucks, dude.
Sucks. I bet.
But I mean, I think Arron cuts a lot of weight too. He seems pretty big, or it looked like he had a tough weight cut his past 2 fights.
Yeah, he's pretty dense for his size. And he's very strong, like physically strong, and he has an extensive wrestling background. And that, I guess that kind of worked in his favor here, but dude, once again, like you put those wrestlers in some pretty bad positions.
Man, and I just like, man, I don't know if it's like the weight cut makes me weak or like what it like. I'm better than, I can't keep saying it because I keep getting like wrestled, but like, it's just like, I'm not doing what I'm doing in the gym for some reason. Like I'm accepting positions and I don't like that. But
I mean, I never really saw you like accept the position. Maybe you didn't try to get up
in the second round.
For the submission. Yeah. I mean, the second round I scored for Arron Peterson to win.
Yeah, it wasn't even close. Like that was a dominant round by him. He did good. He did good.
But he is one of the top prospects coming out of XKO.
Yeah, it's a good
bro in his corner
to like lose to. Yeah, it's a good name, but I don't know. Man.
Yeah, so I don't know how tough your training camp was, but you didn't take much damage in this fight. I mean, when do you think we'll see you again? Are you wanting to continue your fights with XKO?
Yeah, Darwin was already like he wants me to fight in May, but
On the May
I don't
7th,
know.
Texas
The
Live?
only thing that I hurt was my foot from kicking. Like that was the only thing. But
Is it
no,
injured or is it just
no, it's just a few days from the fight. It might be, but I just was, he checked a couple of kicks and I think I kicked his knee or something. I don't know. It didn't hurt till after the fight, when all the adrenaline is gone.
Yeah. And when
But
all
yeah,
that wears off.
is it the May 7th? I think.
Yeah, May 7th at Texas
Yeah,
Live. You're trying to get
most
something on
likely.
there?
Yeah, I'll probably get I want a catch weight fight. Honestly, I want a 130 fight because I feel like I'm still too small for 135, but the 125 cut's a little extreme, But it wasn't like the worst this time around. But I feel like a 130 fight would be cool,
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why they'd be against the catch weight, especially for the amateur series. Like, there's no need to try to kill yourself cutting weight for the amateur fights, As
They've
long as
done
the
it a couple
opponent
times
agrees.
too. Yeah, the opponent. But yeah, I would want a 130 fight.
So are you predicting a 135 move somewhere in the future?
Yeah, for sure. Just like I could honestly do it now, but it's just I still think there's like some big 135ers, and I don't think I'm that big yet, and I can still make the weight. So it's just flyweight makes sense right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you can cut to it, then why not? As long as it doesn't overcompromise. I don't want to be receiving any videos of like you crying in a sauna somewhere, like in a sweatsuit. Like,
dude, that's exactly how it goes too. Almost, it sucks.
They gotta like lock you in there and like hold the door closed.
Yeah,
I don't want to see any of that, Landon. I don't want to see any of that.
Yeah.
So do you have any shout outs or anything you like to say to your fans, like tuning in to watch your fights?
Just thank you everybody for supporting me, coming out and watching. My mom and dad, they do a lot to help me do this too, and my coaches, Darwin Lamb and James Vick, and my training partners, and just everybody.
Yeah, dude. Landon, man, thanks for coming in again and sharing your thoughts and your
you.
perspectives. It was a hell of a fight, and I think you did a lot better than people were expecting going against a prospect in Arron Peterson. But I'm not off the Landon Kelley bandwagon. Nope. I
appreciate it.
I think you still got a lot to show us, and you're still an amateur. You're still growing. You're only 18 years old. That's so crazy. I was popping pimples when I was 18. And you're over here taking cage fights. But hell yeah, dude. Congratulations on a close fight. I know you didn't get the win, but I did score you to the win. I mean, that's just me. I think that, almost ending the fight is just the most important thing. That's how it reads in the UFC athletic commissions. Yeah. Like, almost finishing the fight takes priority over everything else, whether that be top control or, forward pressure. Like, you almost finished him twice in that fight. So it was good. You're showing us the ways of BJJ and how to counter some of these wrestlers. But Arron Peterson's good, man.
Yeah, so, he's good, man.
Yeah, don't take it to heart.
I hope it makes me look good and wins the rest all his fights after this.
He's going and smashing people, or the Dagestani smashing people.
Hope he finishes everyone after that.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm excited to see you out. I hope it's on May 7th. We'll be there, doing our thing, covering everything, and we'll be in touch.
I love that venue too.
Yeah, Texas Live. I do prefer Texas Live over the Statler. The Statler was nice, it's like, let's dress up, but Texas Live.
It seemed like more like an MMA event. Huh?
I hope they moved Texas to the octagon too, away from the square cage.
Did you see the I think the amateur series 20 was octagon.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
Thanks for having me.
Landon Kelley, ladies and gentlemen. If you missed it, you can watch it all at xko.tv Remember, guys, this is not a sport. You don't play fight.